everybody, it's me, Loki Naiden, and Spelunky finally has a release date! 15th of September cannot come fast enough, and so I figured that just to fill the time in between, because I needs it, we would go over the Spelunky 2 trailer and actually try and connect the dots between Spelunky and Spelunky 2, see what's changed, see what is the same, and with my experience of over 500 hours of speedrunning Spelunky, I feel like I'm in quite a good position to actually try and connect some dots here and there, because story time, I am number 4 in the UK for speedrunning Spelunky, and also 63rd on the most ranking leaderboards, which is essentially speedrun.com, but handcrafted for Spelunky. So, again, in a slight position, I feel, to actually shed some light on some similarities and differences in the game. So if that does sound of interest to you, excitement, loss of words, then this is a video for you indeed. So let's get in and stop postponing the inevitable and finally check out some Spelunky 2. I'm so excited indeed. Bam! Warning, not appropriate for children because there's blood and gore and guts and blood. Hello, Derek.
I'm the creator of Spelunky.
You are. Crunch! So immediately within the first 7 seconds of the little release date trailer, we've got a crunch. So this game is not going to be easy, and I love it. I love it so much. We do indeed have a crunch by a sliding little trap, which we do indeed see in Spelunky. We do indeed see the sliding traps. And basically they're having a return, which is brilliant. I do indeed love those. They just come out of nowhere and ruin your day. It's pretty damn glorious. We've also got the spitty snakes spitting some acids. They're returning, but they are no longer blue. They are a little red hue, so that is going to have to be something that I'm going to have to drill into my mind. Remember, blue snakes are now red snakes. Third, but not last, we do indeed have the little red skeleton, which only appears in Spelunky if you go to the City of Gold and grab the Book of the Dead. So, Anubis 2 may be featuring in Spelunky 2 because, well, that's the only thing that we've been made aware of that actually spawns red skeletons. We're not aware of anything else in Spelunky that spawns red skeletons, so it's not too much of a jump to actually say Anubis 2 will be featuring in Spelunky 2. But again, this is all just theory crafting at this point. I do not know at all what is going to be in Spelunky 2. I only know as much as the next battle. So, sand is also a thing. Sort of erase that. That looks heckin' cool. Quicksand? Question mark?
For Spelunky 2, I wanted to make sure we made something that got old fans excited.
I am excited, you can probably tell. And we do indeed have the next little thing. We've got an Olmec in the background without their gems. So, my current pet theory for this is that Olmec somehow made their way to the moon. Not quite sure how. Maybe through the volcano, shot them up into the sky. I don't know. But they're missing their gems, so... well, that's kind of their source of their power, I like to assume, because it's just gold and you got this little gem, this little psychic gem type thing. Could the big bad in Spelunky 2 be using the gem? Could they have stolen it from Olmec and be using that for some nefarious deeds? Who knows?
Also brought in new players.
Doggo!
We didn't change the things that made Spelunky such a unique experience in the first place.
So yes, I saw the mist on the left and I was like, is that a fog of war? And then I saw this big snake god coming out of nowhere. I'm like, okay then. That really did indeed do me a fright, and I was quite terrified of that. So we've got like a snake temple, which is quite interesting. We don't really have any other temple analogues in Spelunky HD, so could this be like an alternative temple? Because again, it's got the whole Egyptian mythology thing going on, because you've got these little hieroglyphs on the top, and, well, snakes are terrifying, so we seem to be having like a little temple analogue right here. Also, lava has gravity, but we have had that confirmed since the announcement trailer.
So many people became fans of the game through their friends and family, and even strangers on the internet.
So we've got a little key thing. Well, we're going to have to find a key, and we've also just got a caveman just chilling out right over there. And Spooder. We've got a nope on a rope right here. We've got a nope on a rope. We've got sort of like a jungle Spooder. Can I get them in frame? Will we be able to get jungle Spooder in frame? I saw you, jungle Spooder. Don't lie to me. Jungle Spooder! So yeah, we've got jungle Spooders. Which is terrifying. It looks quite scary. It looks very dangerous. Don't touch the jungle Spooder.
That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer.
Firebirds!
So that more people can play the game
Crunch.
together.
So yeah, we've got these sort of like little fire ladybirds. So I'm going to be calling them Firebirds. because why the heck not? PlayStation Plus subscription required for online multiplayer. Recurring fees apply until cancelled. So yeah, that's just a little thing in the bottom, because this does have online multiplayer, which is hecking awesome. And we've got the return of the little TNT blocks from Spelunky as well. Do not whip them. They are danger. And I would also assume that if the fire touches the TNT block, you're not going to have a good time. Ow.
And I also wanted to include
Bateau,
that
no.
feeling of community into Spelunky 2 itself.
So we just saw a leprechaun jumping into the lava and dying, and we've got like a little 4-leaf clover. So Crypt of the Necrodancer has a similar thing with leprechauns. So is it a stretch to say there might be like a background luck mechanic where you can collect 4-leaf clovers, or like other things will affect your luck, and then that might affect another background type statistic? I don't know. That we know that things are tracked in the background. We know that hired hands do indeed have like a thing tracked in the background, because it has been in the past that we've had runs completely dependent upon this. The World 23 run by Kirby is something that springs to mind, as there being in the background there being like a hired hand number tracker. So again, not much of a leap to say that more things could be tracked in the background. Also, turkey go gobble gobble.
To make sure that the game felt welcoming,
Clonk.
even though it's difficult.
Fried turkey.
In Spelunky 2, when
So yeah, we've got all of these little rooms, and it seems to be that they seem to be the like character select screen almost, because we've got the little sort of like I want to say it's like the purple girl from Spelunky HD. We've got the red duda from Spelunky HD, and so we go into something of another Crypt of the Necrodancer thing that seems to be popping up, because I feel like that might have been a source of inspiration here, because in Crypt of the Necrodancer you do indeed have a hub world, and
you'll also be building
you've got like a hub world here as well, because in Crypt of the Necrodancer you can sort of like get unlocks, and you can learn new things about enemies, you can go through training. And, well, we've got the Tunnel Man, which does appear in Spelunky HD, although they seem to have been aged up a little bit. We've got, well, it seems to be reminding me of the little white robot from WALL-E. They look heckin' adorable. And the lady has a lemur in her hair. Wait. Oh, no, it is a lemur. I was going to say, is that a sloth in her hair? Wait. But no, it's a lemur. We've got so much detail, and I'm so excited. You can probably tell I'm just rambling at this point, but I'm so excited. And yeah, I'd just say, again, it seems to be that there is a lot of inspiration from other roguelikes making its way into Spelunky 2. Most notably so far, Crypt of the Necrodancer, which is another game that I hecking adore. So, yes, please.
game community and family.
Yeah, thanks for getting me out of there. So yeah, if you whip open coffins, as in Spelunky HD, you do actually have new characters being unlocked. And we've also got like a little Hamsel, like a Hansel and Gretel thing going on up there, with a little like hamster mouse thing being picked up by a caveman. And they've got the little collar that the Puggos do have in Spelunky HD. So it's very likely they're going to be a damsel. And we've got these conveyor belts, which are going to be pushing you around, which is going to be another fun little trap in, I want to say, like, the mines? But I think this is like a separate biome. Not quite sure. There seems to be a lot going on in Spelunky 2. It's going to be a lot more expanded.
Designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and
Bam.
dynamic than Spelunky 1.
Boom.
It's going to feel a lot more full.
Good.
Players will be able to explore...
So yeah, this is a completely new biome, and we've got these idols. We've got these sort of like oriental idols with switches being a new thing that's been introduced. So,
and interact
if you
with
flick the
lots of new
switch,
ways.
bam, it opens this up. So there is going to be bits and pieces which you're going to make your way past. So for speedrunning, that's going to be particularly interesting, because the direct route will not always be the right route. Sometimes you will have to go out of your way to go and hit switches to open up your path. So RNG and getting the right seed is going to be incredibly important for a very fast run, as was the case in Spelunky HD, but I feel especially here, now that we've got little triggers making bits and pieces slide up, slide down, slide around. It's going to be very good indeed. Also, this is like an oriental coral world. I just realised we've got like little ammonites in the walls. It's very coral. I like it.
Example, you'll be able to ride turkeys.
Gobble gobble. Ooh.
Find hidden
Keys.
passageways.
So yeah, Return of the Dark level. The dreaded Dark level. Hopefully that is just restricted to like the hidden pathways. But Derek being Derek, they know we're masochists. If it takes more than 20 seconds in Spelunky HD, you'd get a Dark level. So my money would be on maybe them having increased that length of time, because they did say it was a lot more in depth. But my money is on. Words getting excited again. If you spend over like 30 seconds or like a minute maybe in one of the more expansive levels, a dark level may appear later. We've also got like a little monkey at the bottom. They're adorable. I like them.
And you'll have to choose between branching paths.
So if we just go back a second, your little butterflies, heckin' cute, and like sloth traps as well. So the sloth that we meet, maybe they could be sort of like one of the moon dwellers. So maybe they're not reproduced from the original Spelunky cast, but they might be like a moon dweller.
Between
Excited about that.
As you make your way
Jetpacks
deeper
returning.
into the caves.
And we've got ourselves 2 points, as Derek was indeed saying, because there are going to be multiple pathways, multiple branching pathways, and so the compass might not be as helpful as it previously was, because, you know, you've got to now choose. So, speedrunning, good, because you just go for the most direct one, but at the same time it could be bad, because it could be a misdirect. It could be taking you towards a more dangerous exit without you knowing of it. Also, snails on the walls. There seems to be a lot more critters, and I'm very much for that. I love the penguin critters. I've got a tattoo of the penguin critter on my leg, along with many of the other Spelunky critters. And, yeah, just, I love Spelunky critters. They're heckin' adorable. Whee! A gecko.
As a result, the stories players create will have much more
Yeah.
texture to them.
People trapped in mines and
Even
stuff.
after many hours of playing,
Dark
I
levels
still have
confirmed here,
interesting
yeah.
ones that don't even go past the first area.
And crunch. Much more interesting traps. There are much more interesting traps in Spelunky 2, it seems, because in Spelunky HD, the traps, I won't say they were easy, but once you got to grips with them, they were very, very accessible, very approachable. Whereas with this one, I mean, things smashing in from the ceiling, I don't really see how you're going to prevent the idol from being crushed there. So you're either going to have to be massively quick, or you're going to have to find a way to maybe try and block that, because we do see that it does crunch through wood and bone, and it stops at like the crust. So if there could be a way of manipulating sort of like the push blocks, might a push block stop that trap? I don't know. It could be quite interesting indeed. We've got another spooder. Oh, I love how cute the spiders look in this sort of like mines. Again, I'm going to be using mines a lot because they all look like mines to me at the moment. But yeah, we've got a little cute spooder in the bottom and another battle doing its thing, just hanging upside down, chilling.
Monkey 1 runs often centered around the shops and how you chose
Yes,
to
I love
interact with
this.
them.
So,
So in
that right there, I'm going to put a little clip up right now. In Spelunky, there was like a little dance you could do with the shopkeep, where if you jumped, whipped, bounced off their head, you can immediately grab their shotgun and kill them. It's a really easy kill if you do indeed want to pick up their items very quickly. That right there, I feel, is Derek showcasing, that's not going to work. If you know Spelunky, you're not going to know Spelunky 2. So if we get a quick repeat of that, so they're going into the shop.
Chose to interact with them.
They jump, whip, and it fails. So it's going to be interesting to see how we're going to take on the shopkeeps. I'm going to put up another quick thing. My go-to, if the whip thing doesn't work, is going to be throwing up a rope, bringing something over, assuming that picking up items doesn't aggro the shopkeep. Might very well do so. We don't know. And then climb up and down, and then put the bomb along. That's going to be my go-to to actually start taking out shopkeepers in Spelunky 2. However, I don't know. Picking up an item and just saying, oh, this looks pretty, might aggro the shopkeep. I've no clue. So it's going to be a very different experience. If you know Spelunky, it's still going to offer you a lot of difficulty. And also this dude just, it's like, heh, they're getting wrecked. Bottom right-hand corner is like, yeah.
So in Spelunky 2, we've expanded the shopping experience and made them more
See, the dice make a
nuanced
comeback
and
from
exciting.
the original Spelunky. Bonk.
And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you.
No, bonk.
Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard.
Why, thank you. That's heckin' awesome. Yeah, so he might be referencing a lot of discoveries. So the eggplant was something that was discovered, which was like a super secret hidden thing. And when the Spelunky 2 State of Play release date trailer was released, Derek did actually put an eggplant with eyes pointing at it on Twitter. So could there be another eggplant hidden in here somewhere? I hope so, because, well, it's just little purple eggplant. It's cute.
Hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets.
My money is on 15 days. I think it will take 15 days for someone to find the secret level, at least. will take a lot longer to discover every single little bit itty-gritty type thing, but to get to the secret level, 15 days. You heard it here first. And one-way doors, that's
But
new.
I think the great thing about Spelunky is that
Well, it's not new. One-way doors were always a thing. But if it's mentioning one-way doors, maybe you can go back and forth. So, that could be quite interesting, actually, having ways to go backwards and forwards. And also this clam. Watch this
the
clam.
secrets are
It's so
the
cute.
ones that even I don't know about.
Crunch!
And there are lots of new things to
Also, I just saw a heckin' adorable thing before we get into this, because items are a big thing. So, if we go here, we can see there's like little trick chests. So, in Spelunky HD, there were trick chests. They had bombs inside them occasionally, which could heck you up. But it seems there's like little crab mimics. Oh, it's adorable. I'm going to be going, it's adorable for a lot of this. Another slight confirmation here, I just realised we've got a Youngshi. We've got like a zombie type thing appearing. So, potentially another haunted level? Ooh. Like a ghosty, oriental, ghosty zombie type thing. And also crotch.
and there are lots of
Here we go. I just want to say, I'm not going to go back again because we're going back and forth, and I probably won't be able to pick it out because it's like split second. In fact, I'm going to do it. I'm too excited not to. Yeah, it's doing bubbles! So, they're basically snails, but of the sea. Snails of the sea! We've got little acidic bubbles.
and there are lots of new things to
So, telepack, again, there's so much going on that I am going to be reversing bits and pieces.
and there are lots
So we've got the telepack, allows you to teleport while freeing up your hands. That's a new thing, because in Spelunky HD, teleporter, you had to actually carry the heckin' thing. Requires your feet to be off the ground, so that is something that is slightly new. Hoverpack, so slight difference to the jetpack, because the jetpack allows you to go up. A refinement of All-Might technology allows you to hover indefinitely, so the hoverpack will be sort of like horizontal hovering, whereas a jetpack will be vertical. Another small thing right here, All-Might technology. Again, this is just digging into what I think will be a slight core concept of this, is that there's life on the moon because there's a big bad that has taken the gem from Olmec, which gave them life, and they subsequently sort of like allowed that power to spread from the core of the moon outwards. That's why there's life on the moon, and All-Might technology could be a reference to them tinkering with this. So again, my pet theory is that there's a whole crypto-necrodancer thing going on, with there being like a necro-dancer of Spelunky, but it's somebody that's been tampering with the Olmec gem. So I'm very excited that it could be like a mad scientist type dealy going on.
lots of new things to play with.
Power pack. This is what we did indeed see a little bit earlier in one of the shops. But a power pack developed for military use. The power pack imbues its wearer with improved weapon handling abilities. So whether that be a smaller shotgun, sort of like spread, or just more powerful blasts from shotguns and bows and crossbows and all that jazz, I don't know, but that's something that a lot of people will be wanting to get their hands on if they're going the aggro route. Web guns! So, web gun, best gun, of course, but web gun does appear in Spelunky HD and shoots synthetic webs that are so close to the real thing that even spooders can't tell the difference. Spooders can jump through webs, most other things cannot. But again, that might have been changing.
That I hope players can use.
Shotgun! So, shotgun is a staple of Spelunky. It's brilliant. A basic 12-gauge shotgun, favoured by shopkeepers for self-defense and hunting down shoplifters. So, yeah. If you shoplift, you pay the price in blood. Freeze rays! It's said that the mechanism behind its frozen blast was inspired by the sneezes of the now extinct mammoth. Poor mammoth. Rip mammoth. 2013 to 2020.
Used to push past the boundary.
Clone gun! Okay, this is the clone gun. It looks awesome. Carly is also returning with a little rave crab. Little rave crab. I'm excited for little rave crab indeed. So we've got a little rave crab on Carly's embrace right there, and
Used to push
bam! Clone gun! A one-of-a-kind prototype. The technology required to build one is beyond any known civilization. So again, I think that the Olmec power thing will be coming in, because Olmec had the ability to spawn mobs in their like little arena duel, like the ability to spawn, I don't know, you name it, bats, spiders, snakes, spitty snakes, snails, all over the place. And so the clone gun could be sort of like a natural derivative of that. That power that Olmec has to spawn like enemies, that could have been imbued into this gun to produce the clone gun. Again, pet theory, no confirmation whatsoever, but that train of thought does kind of go for me. Crossbow, or ranged weapon favoured by hunters, is capable of firing arrows with incredible accuracy, so you might be able to, as in Spelunky Classic, pick up arrows from arrow traps and then fire them from your crossbow or bow if it does appear in this game.
Past the boundaries of what we
Doggo!
as the
Doggo!
developers
So, this is a beautiful touch, but these doggos seem to not know what's really going on. They seem to be very static, whereas this doggo continues to move onwards. And there's been 2 charges used, so now this clone gun has gone down to 1.
know about the game.
And then the clone gun disappears. So the clone gun has 3 uses. That's a very wonderful thing that does have to be taken into consideration, because you have to think about what you're using the clone gun on. You could use the clone gun on, as you can actually see down there, an idol, and that might then get you more money. Or, as is happening here, you could use the clone gun on a damsel and then sacrifice more damsels for more points, which could then get you some fun stuff. We've also got like these 2 things, which earlier on we did see that had to be they had to be triggered by switches. So there could be other secret areas if you find the switches in the game that you then have to get a key, take the key up there. So there's lots of potential for different routes, which is wonderful. Taking the doggos, taking the doggo clones over to the Kali to sacrifice the doggo. We've got gambling shops, as aforementioned, so 1 to 6 will give you nothing at all. 7 is a present, which will be whatever's behind this, if we actually see. Yep, would be a cape, so the cape's making a comeback. And then upwards would be, 8 to 12 is happy, so I'm assuming you'd get a little bit of money out of that.
First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game.
Whee! Ah! So, rebound. This is a thing in Spelunky HD. Also with aliens, you get rebound off of these little purple energy towers. And as you can see here, this dude kind of made a mistake because they fired. And yeah, you get rebound. These pellets are about to ruin their day. About to ruin their day indeed. So, 3, 2, 1. Dead.
And second, the ones where people share a fun experience with
Puggo.
friends and family in multiplayer.
Team Deathmatch coming back. So Team Deathmatch with, again, wonderful graphics. I'm loving the new art style. I was a bit on the fence earlier on in development, but it's grown on me since, and there seems to be a lot more in the way of detail. And also, there's like a little timer. Everything seems to be more condensed, but at the same time, there's so much more of it. We've also got a knife, so that could be perhaps the new type of machete type thing. Whee,
These are
machete.
the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2.
Oh, ninjas making a return. We've got a doggo. We've got something on the ground. It looks just to be an arrow, so you can actually buy arrows from caveman shopkeepers, which is a completely new thing for Spelunky 2, and also chicken. So that could be like a health top-up. But I do just want to see, it's a little bit sneaky, but is there anything that we can see that's been dropped by other people right here? So we can see that there's a little rope, but it's got a slightly different toggle type thing, a little bobble. And can we see anything dropped? Can we see anything dropped? Anything else dropped by anyone? No, I was trying to be sneaky, see if I could find anything new. Oh, we do actually have top left. Got like a little, what is that, like a rucksack or something? Not quite sure, but it looks like a little satchel. Interesting.
These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in
Hello.
Spelunky 2.
Ugh.
They're really what guided my design choice.
The bees! The bees make a return, and am I a fan of these bees? They've got cute noses and little stingers. Cute noses and little stingers, and they seem to be appearing... Wait, there's bees in temples now? Okay then. Bees have moved from the jungle and into the temple. Don't sting me!
After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the
Ah,
concept.
so yeah, another confirmation that ropes do burn in Spelunky HD, and it seems that with this sort of like fire crossbow thing, ropes can continue to burn in Spelunky 2, so again, that's something to be considering. Also seems like they need to be lighting all of these up, so this could be perhaps like another secret area where you've got to light all these things up to get something.
In the world. Knowing that possibility
What,
was out
with
there
the
is what's been
fishes.
exciting for me and the rest of the...
So, oh, poor lad. Also, a return of the Hamsel. I'm going to be calling these little mouse gerbil things Hamsels, because then it's Hansel and Gretel. And I'm going to be calling the damsels Gretel, because cute. The octopi seem to have like little spikes on their head, so I'm really hoping they're not like the blue devils from the hell biome, where they can keep sort of like puncturing you up and down. And we've got these like little anemones, which are spiky. I'm going to assume they are instant death, because spikes in indie games are always instant death. Crunch.
In a lot
Water
of
doing
ways,
its thing.
when Spelunky 2 comes out, I want players to experience what we experienced making it.
Hired Hands now have a slight upgrade. They've cleaned themselves up. They've now got like a bodyguard type position. And we've also got this lady. So they're in Spelunky Classic, the game that I don't have as much experience with. But they appear in Spelunky Classic. So we're getting a bit of a blend, a bit of a continuation from Spelunky Classic as well as Spelunky HD into Spelunky 2. So very good indeed. We actually got a little ATM as well in the gambling shop. That's a key touch.
That feeling that there's something special there waiting.
Ooh, that was sneaky. That was like a second. Okay, let's see if I can't grab that. So you grab a key to go in that room. Can we get it? Yeah, we can. So it then fades into a background room because there's now a background or foreground type mechanic going on. And we find a little journal entry maybe, or like a map. So that could be part of the chain where you've got to find map pieces which then direct you where to go. I don't know, but that's pretty cool. It's pretty sneaky. You've only got like a second in there, Derek. I see it. I see it.
Feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it.
Oh, arrow traps.
A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish.
Thank you. Just thank you for the game, Derek. Thank you so much.
Spelunky 2.
Ooh. Oh, dip. Okay. Ooh. There's like a yellow thing there, so the Ankh could be returning. Because there would always be a flash of yellow and white whenever you died. So that could be confirmation that we do actually have an Ankh in the game, because we've got a little flash of yellow, which we haven't seen in any other death so far.
It's been a long journey, but I think
maybe.
it's gonna be worth it.
Maybe they died immediately. I'm like, maybe, maybe not. Mines are returning. Ice caves. Ice caves are a thing. We've also got these little mosquitoes. Why are there mosquitoes in the ice caves? Global warming for you, I guess.
Thanks.
Sloyd. Ah! So this is what is called a Machiavellian trap, where you just keep on blowing up and dying and exploding and all good things. Yep. Spelunky's gonna splunk. Spelunky is still gonna splunk with little aliens. Spelunky 2, September 15th, 2020, with a slightly spookier type of thing going on as well. This has been a slight connect the dots between Spelunky Classic, Spelunky HD into Spelunky 2. It's been looking at what's the same, what's different, and just a little bit of theory crafting from me, Loki Knighton. Again, if you want to be checking out some speedruns of Spelunky HD, then there are many on the channel, but I also stream on Twitch. And I am going to be playing Spelunky 2 as soon as I possibly can. There is confirmation that there will be a slight delay for the PC release of Spelunky 2, just because there's going to be continued development on the sort of like online capabilities. There might be like, I don't know. We don't know the actual date as of yet. I'm recording this basically maybe like 2-3 hours after this trailer release because I'm excited. But we don't yet have confirmation when the PC release will be. However, we know for PS4 it will be released September 15th. I will be playing this as soon as I possibly can. Don't own a PS4, but when it's released on PC, I'm going to be playing it. And so, yeah, I hope this has intrigued you. And I hope to see you around in the mines and all the other dangerous places that we do indeed have in Spelunky HD and Spelunky 2 going forward. So yes, unfortunately, it does indeed come to that shield bit of this video. If you did enjoy it, hit that follow button. And if you massively enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. If not, that's perfectly fine as well. Those sorts of things can go and get massively excited for a video game that I've been waiting for years. Literally years. I'm so hecking excited indeed. But yes, thank you so much for watching our videos, VODs, and live streams. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and indeed, a good night.